what the hell is wrong with Tennessee fans, man? Is this the most toxic fan base in the country?
No.
They're talking about getting rid of Josh Heupel. Okay, let me give you some numbers here. 2021, he comes in. They go 7-6.
Yep.
They go 11-2. They go 9-4. They go 10-3 with a college football playoff appearance. By the way, the team they played was the eventual national champion at their house, right? That's who they lost to in the playoff. They're 6-3 this year. In a year where your quarterback transfers as late as he did, you had to just go get somebody out of the clearance rack, essentially, right? Joey Aguilar. That's who they got. And somehow they were still very competitive, almost beat Georgia. And, what did you have Tennessee? I had them maybe winning 8 or 9 games max this year. And think of everybody they lost on defense. James Pierce, Omar Norman Lott. There was other guys that were key contributors a year ago on offense and defense. Dylan Sampson left, that they lost. And a new quarterback and all this turmoil. And they were still in the conversation heading into November. The man is 43-18 in 5 seasons with that playoff appearance. Tennessee was 73-75 in between Philip Fulmer leaving and Heupel being hired in 11 seasons. In 11 seasons, they won 73 games. They've already won 43-5 with Heupel. What the hell, man? Seriously, Ben, do they have a point? I understand it's Tennessee.
No.
You don't want mediocrity.
No.
But in a year with no expectations, what the hell are they talking about?
No. Josh, what it is, I don't blame Tennessee fans. I don't think they're worse than Florida fans or than LSU fans. Or fans are fans. And in this culture, it has never been faster and more expedited as far as you better win it now. Buddy, you get 3 years. 3. And honestly, if you aren't showing steps in year 1, buddy, they're going to start coming at you, right? They've been as patient, as you can expect from a program in this culture. They need to be more patient because what Josh Heupel has done, he's gotten you a playoff appearance.
Lane Kiffin hasn't done that. Think of how many other coaches
Lane Kiffin had done that, and you go, I want to I've seen that online. Oh, bring Lane back. He wants wants a reunion in Knoxville. Guys, I think the world of Lane Kiffin as a football coach. I think he's found himself at Ole Miss. He's been an incredible guy. When he first came on the scene, I didn't know what it was going to be like to cover him, to talk to him and write about him and do the job as we have to do it. He has been nothing but fair and equitable and good. He's been easy to deal with, been really fun. He always generates headlines. He's interesting. He tries to be genuine. I've enjoyed it. This is not a knock on him, but the record is what it is. He hasn't made the playoffs with the best team he's probably ever assembled as far as his teams in his head coaching career for where they were, be it the NFL or college football. He assembled the best team he'd ever had and went and lost 3 games, including Kentucky and at Florida when Florida was a disaster. And yet you want him over the guy that's taken you to a playoff appearance? And you want to pay that man who hadn't done that $5 million, $6 million more? We have lost the plot as we obsess more and more with what's next. Lane Kiffin is right. Do I think he could go to Florida? Absolutely. I think it's either Florida or the Ole Miss extension right now. It could change. I don't think the Dolphins are real. The Giants could open up, and that would be interesting. Jackson's obviously there, but for other reasons too. But at the end of the day, we are paralyzed by the now and getting rewarded now when you can't even appreciate that the man last year in Josh Heupel lost his star quarterback that you're celebrating, saying, look what Hype's doing, man, a 5-star, second only to Arch. Didn't work out right. Dad had a mess. Well, it goes to UCLA. You say, well, Josh doesn't deserve that. Go Tennessee. Goes against Joey Aguilar, who really kept you afloat this year when it could have been bad. And yes, it's not what you wanted, but it's not going to be what you wanted every single year. If you're really talking about losing him and going and paying more for Lane Kiffin, you're talking about bad business. Florida, you really, with your shitty record for the last however many years, your 4th coach in 10 years, your 5th coach in 10 years, whatever it is. You want to turn up your nose at James Franklin? Who, for the last five years, that production by itself, you'd have been frustrated because he can't win the big one. But, buddy, you'd have given a left testicle. What are we talking about?
I heard.
This is nuts to me, man.
I think it was Jonathan Crompton. You bring up James Franklin, the former Tennessee quarterback. I think compared Heupel to Franklin, saying he's great, but he just can't win the big one, is what they're saying. I just
Dude,
don't think
been
that's
there
the
that
case.
long.
I was gonna say, I just don't think that's the case. Like, Heupel's an offensive guy. He's a bright guy. He's sharp. He's good at what he does. Once again, he was there a year ago with a Nico who wasn't even perfect. Like, they built around their run game and they had a solid defense, and it wasn't even the quarterback yet. He does recruit very highly touted quarterbacks to that school. I think they have another one coming in this season. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, man. Is that why you think Heupel's leaving for Oklahoma State? Is it because, I mean, he's an Oklahoma
Not
guy.
Heupel. I think Jeff Lebby's going to Oklahoma State.
Okay, you said
Josh
Levy.
Heupel.
Okay.
Josh Heupel will be at Oklahoma next year. That's what I think.
You think he's going to the alma mater?
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere this offseason. I think the people calling for it are just they're jumping the gun. This is just too early for all that.
Yeah.
We all got to take a step back. You know what I mean? Like, the Lane Kiffin bell of the coaching carousel ball for you, LSU fan, Florida fan, whatever. Before Oklahoma, top 15 win at their place, he was 1 for 10 at Ole Miss in true road games. He was 9 for 3 with the best team and staff that he himself pulled together. He is not the best he worked on, because that's Nick Saban's staff with Kirby and pick your guys. But the one he assembled as the head coach, he put together in the best roster, and he lost 3 games. If that bell of the coaching carousel ball had done the exact same thing, but with Tennessee or at Florida or at LSU, y'all would have his ass on the hot seat.
Yeah. It's because it's little Ole Miss, you know.
But Lane's feeling himself right now. Like, Lane
that's
has
why,
been great.
Yeah.
You know, so like, he's enjoying this. It's never been a better time to be Lane Kiffin. Business is booming, and the man that everybody in the business wants to talk to, that wants to hang around with at the corporate meeting, is Lane Kiffin. But it just shows you how far off track we've gotten. Not because he isn't a great coach, but because he hasn't accomplished what Josh Heupel did. But you just are so paralyzed by what could be and what you think should be than what is. Tennessee is in the race every single year. Like, 2 things can be true. This year is a disappointment because you wanted to make the playoff, but also you have a damn good coach. Continue to give him resources.
But how was it a disappointment? That's my point.
I don't know, because you didn't expect much this year.
If this would have happened last year and they would have just completely folded a year ago and lost 4 games and didn't get into the playoff, then sure, maybe you have a point at that point to go, hell, you know what, this is a very talented team and we wasted it. But they didn't. With one of their most talented rosters, they were in the playoff. They had to go play in the shoe, man. They had to go play the eventual national champion.
Tell them.
And if you would have played, I mean, who were some of what was last year? It was like Arizona State. I mean, Cam Scatterby was pretty good, but I'm trying to think, was it SMU that got in last year? I'm completely,
SMU, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if Tennessee had a better matchup a year ago. I don't get it, man. It truly was one of the more baffling things I saw this weekend was the Heupel needs to go stuff. I was blown away by it, truthfully. As a fan of the sport, I was like, what? Are you kidding me?